This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're live on location at the CSE in Vancouver, BC, Canada. I have with me William Masih from Wellin5. It's a private company. William, welcome to SNNLive.
Hi, Shelley. Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. Let's get started with a brief overview of the company, and we'll go from there.
Sure. Wellin5 is a privately held mental health focused company that specializes in providing online counseling via PC mobile.
What's the history behind the company?
Sure. So Wellin5 was started in 2014, and it was inspired from my own personal counseling journey where I had to go through the sessions and through counseling and how it transformed my life.
So explain a little bit more.
Sure. So I believe that when a person chooses to see a counselor, that is a pivotal moment in their life. And I had that experience, so I wanted to give that opportunity to everyone, and that's why I was inspired to start the company and to be able to provide that opportunity to all of the clients and individuals and people.
What's the uniqueness of your company in the market?
Sure. So we have technology. We believe in innovation. So we continue to develop our technology and we continue to integrate that. We also provide unique services. So we offer video sessions for counseling. We offer email therapy as well as text chat that's coming soon. That is very unique and it fits for different individuals depending on the need.
So William, where are your services available?
So we started here in BC primarily, but now we are in the process of expanding our services across Canada, and next year we plan to enter in the US market as well.
What is the target market size?
Yeah, so the market size in Canada is $50 billion, which comprises of all the mental health industry, and in the US it's $500 billion.
So, for example, PTSD, that's a pretty big market, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So PTSD we see in the military. So we are looking at entering the vertical markets, which is war veterans that are getting hard time getting integrated in the civilian life. So we are able to provide that service over the internet to be able to help them get better member of the society.
So William, how does it work?
So traditionally, there are two delivery methods of counseling in the market. One is in-person counseling, where you pick up your phone, book an appointment with the counselor, and go to see them in person. The second is you can connect with the counselor over the phone, where the visual cues are lost. So what we have seen with those two traditional delivery methods, there are barriers and there are some hindrances that stops the people to connect with the counselor. For example, when it comes to in-person, there is that waiting time involved. There is that stigma that people don't want to be associated with because people start to think that they're going crazy or they have mental health issues. The other one is with phone counseling, the visual cues are very important because when you're getting triggered by a childhood traumatic memory, then you want to make sure that you are seeing their body language. Are they being defensive or are they being closed or the experience is becoming too intense? So what we did was we came up with a third option, which is to provide counseling online via PC mobile, whereby we decrease the waiting time, so now you can connect with the counselor in 24 to 48 hours. And secondly, you don't have to actually go and commute to see someone. Everything can happen over the internet. So think of it as a Skype-like experience. You can connect with the counselor via audio, video in real time, but you can also connect with them via email through secure messaging and text without having any kind of stigma and be completely discreet and get the help you need.
What's your background?
Yeah, my background is business management. So I have 14 years of experience in sales, business management, business development, managing large teams of 30 to 50 people, e-commerce, and healthcare.
Now, what can you tell me about some growth drivers that you would be looking at?
Sure. So first of all, we are looking at strategic partnerships. So we leverage our connections and we are able to get introduction with industry players in the market. And then we are able to quickly capture a big market. So the second is the team that we have. We have combined 100 plus years of experience. We have a highly experienced team in wide variety of backgrounds, from clinical to software development to public exits in terms of acquisition, financing. So we bring all that that experience and we tap into that collective wisdom that we have, as well as continuing to add more services. So we plan to integrate dietitians, for example. We plan to integrate career coaching services because we believe that everything is so interconnected. Mental health is the central core of who you are. So for example, if you are clinically depressed, that would affect your appetite, which in turn affects your physical health. So that's where the dietitians can come in and work in collaboration. So those are some of the driving factors that we are reaching out to, and we continue to want to expand in different markets.
How do you answer the insurance question, both here in Canada and also in the US?
That's a great question, Shally. So what we do is we work with a number of different service providers or organizations that cover mental health as a counseling. So for example, we do have insurance companies. So it works the same way in essence in Canada as well as in the US. So mental health counseling services are tax deductible here in Canada, and but mostly they are covered by employee assistance programs, which are part of the employee benefits covered by 97% of the employers across Canada and the US. And we also get covered by insurance companies. So when somebody takes a session, we are able to provide them a receipt, which they can go ahead and submit with the insurance companies or benefit providers and get reimbursed.
And in the US, how do you expect that to be handled?
Yeah, in essence, it's the same way. So we are able to work directly with the insurance companies. So sometimes we are able to automate the whole billing cycle. From there, and they just have to list their insurance provider, and then we are able to take care of all the billing and the back end from that point on.
For more information for our investor audience, let's get your website out.
Sure. Our website address is www.wellin5, that is WELLIN 5, .com. So wellin5.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, William Masih, Wellin5. It's a private company. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive, and we're coming to live on location at the CSE in Vancouver, BC, Canada. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank William Masih for coming on. Thank you, William.
Thank you for the opportunity, Shally.
My pleasure.
All right.